What's up, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another video. Today, we're going to take a look at the action-packed world of Star Wars with a review of the not-so-highly anticipated Koska Reeves figure by Hot Toys. If you want to get one of these for yourself, check out Pop Collectibles, link in the description below, and you can add to your Mandalorian collection right now. All right, we're back with another video. Hope you guys are excited about this one. We've got Koska Reeves TMS 069. If you happen to be wondering how I got mine so quickly, I got mine from Pop Collectibles. Link down there in the description below with the discount code if you happen to want to go ahead and pick this one up. Now, I just finished reviewing Fennec Shand, and I'm going to go ahead and spoil some of this for you guys. Fennec Shand is a superior figure to this one. Just saying. And I've only had a few minutes to spend with this on a live stream. But hear me out. Let's mess with this thing for a little bit. First off, box art, Star Wars, you know, it's a freaking box. There's a photo there of the figure. And yeah, that's fine. You guys are like, what the hell are you talking about? It's better than Fennec. Fennec Shand even gets a cameo on the art. It's just go watch that video. It's damn good. Just saying. But anyways, there's Koska Reeves right there. And I've taken a liberty as I took all the plastic stuff on the live stream. All right, so hear me out. A lot of cool accessories with this one, right? We've got jetpack effects that we've seen. We got flamethrower effects. That's cool. We got rifles. We got like dart things that we've seen with Mando a few times. We got a pistol blaster. We got some hands. A head sculpt, which is nice. Dig that. And then we got a figure. And this figure, it's a good-looking figure. It's good looking. We'll go over here in just a second. But it also has, we'll put her down for just a second. It also has display base with Koska Reeves on there. It's got this nice little gunmetal-y vibe to it that should match the other, you know, Bo-Katan and whatnot. This is pretty cool. Like flight stand. I like that. It's got a flight stand. We got, you know, normal stuff in there. And we get some hands. And we'll get to the weapons here in a little bit. I want to take a look at the figure body. If I can, we'll put that over there. And visually, badass. I mean, great helmet design. Like, fantastic. Fantastic helmet design. Look at this thing. It is menacing. It is, I mean, it's just a good helmet design. It just is. Like, it's got that nice, narrow, long jowls going down here. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with her at all. I mean, look, the paint application is beautiful on this thing. You got some battle damage parts going on there. We got scratches and white marks and, you know, just all kinds of, like the paint application on this is quite good. It really is. Look back here, this nice purplish violet, dark, I guess more of a royal blue, I guess would be a thing. But you can see the difference in contrast between the blue and that other one. It's quite good, right? Get back here, we got a jetpack that once again is part of the back plate. So it's like Bo-Katan's. This essentially, honestly, is very much a Bo-Katan body. I mean, when we get to posing, you'll see what I mean. But the paint applications are fantastic. I mean, I have no complaints visually about the appearance of the figure. You got a nice flight suit on here with the multicolors, right? You got browns and grays and taupe. I don't know what color you call it. The stitching, it says contrast stitching, right? And you got the gauntlets here with the whistling birds action, which don't actually have whistling birds. You know what I mean? But paint applications are beautiful. Like, they really are. They did a really good job on this. And the character design's nice. Highlights going on in certain particular areas on the chest. You got a silver plate going on in the middle, which we can assume is Beskar. I don't really know, but I mean, you can see it right there. It looks good, right? Contrast of the belt. I mean, just overall, visually, a beautiful looking figure. Different gauntlet on the right hand versus the left hand. I mean, the battle damage, I guess, if you will, the paint applications on this are just good looking. I mean, you can see it right there. They did a really good job on this. So battle damages and scratches and stuff going on the paint. The flight suit, perfectly clean, perfectly pressed, just came out of the laundry, I guess, if you will. And then we go down here. We've got we got these guys that are on elastic things again, and well, they're on Velcro, but they're kind of Anyway, whatever. You know what I mean. They look good, but then we go down to the belt, the boots, and look at this like paint application. They got oranges and highlights and dark washes, and just they did a really good job on all of that, right? And then we go down here. We got movement, right? We got movement. We got an elastic band to help keep the whatever the hell these are called on. And I really should. Somebody comment down below. What the hell are these things called? I know it's supposed to be a boot, but it's not really a boot. But anyways, you got plenty of range of motion going on. Like you can do whatever you want. Like that's awesome. I think it looks great. Got some heel texture on there. We got blaster holsters on one side. I mean, you can see like the different armor and whatnot. It's just good looking. It is. So like visually, literally no complaints about visually. Like this looks great. It really does. Blast effects you can add in here. That's nice. It's just good looking. The fault comes with when it just unboxed Fennec Shand and the double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. I mean, just a beautiful like 12 out of 10 head sculpt. And then you get this literally same side by side. And once again, I've got a single joint elbow on an action hero figure. It's just bullshit. Hot Toys, like what the hell? Like I'm not surprised by this at all because based on the product photos we got last year when this thing was first announced. So this is not a shock. I was hoping they might upgrade it, but I wasn't holding my breath on it. But they clearly didn't. So that's the thing. So posing's going to be a little. We'll work with it. Like Bo-Katan is still one of my favorite figures, and she has single joint elbows. So I'm not writing it off. So here's Bo-Katan and Koska Reeves side by side. You can see different armor. They're not the same armor. There's definitely some angularity and different sculpts on the armor, so that's cool. Going this way, obviously similar shoulder armor, but it's not exactly the same. You got this nice little cutout there, and you don't have it on this one. So there is different armor. There really is. One appears, and I think it's an optical illusion. One seems more busty than the other. I think it's just the paint applications. Honestly, it's the same body, same height, same. Yeah, it's the same. But the armor is slightly different. The knee armor appears to be pretty much the same. Boots clearly are different. And then if we rotate them both to the back without trying to drop things, but there we go. Jetpacks appear to be pretty much exactly the same. So not a whole lot of difference there. But the one thing I can tell you that I'm just noticing as I'm messing with this figure is notice how on either one of them, the shoulders or the arms can't really get side by side or flat on the hips. This one's very much pronounced, and maybe I can work with it a little bit, but I was trying to get more tighter to the body, but it doesn't want to cooperate. And that kind of sucks. It's not there's nothing armor-wise holding it up. It's just the body. So Hot Toys sold us a $300 figure with a $10 body. So here's our Koska Reeves posed up. Just simple, basic lighting going on here. You can see the head sculpt on there looking pretty good, along with this bright blue and paint damage and whatever going on with that. It looks pretty good. And then obviously we got Bo-Katan here. With the head sculpt on this is pretty good, but I feeling we're going to get a second Bo-Katan in the near future. I mean, based on whatever the hell they're teasing us with these photos. But these two together, I think look really good together. And if you had them posed up like all three with axe woves in here, just displaying all the head sculpts, like I think they look pretty good posed up just like this. Coming off the heels of Fennec Shand and then Cad Bane working on those videos and then having to turn around and pose this particular figure has been a challenge. Single jointed elbows, single jointed knees. A little bit of a challenge to do something dynamic with this character. I will definitely be using the helmet. As good as the head sculpt is, the ponytail in the back limits the range of motion on what I want to do with the pose. So unless you got her standing there holding the helmet, it's a completely useless head sculpt. If that's your desired pose, go for that. For me, we'll see. But for me, I think the helmet is just way too cool to pass up. I mean, look at that thing. That's a good-looking armor. The colors match all the way around. They look great with Bo-Katan and Axe Woves. They all look great. And I was able to get somewhat of a dynamic pose out of this thing using the flight stand. So we got to kind of almost lifting off, blasting off. We got the blast effects there. We got a flamethrower effect going on the right hand, and then she's got her pistol blaster on the left hand. Again, a little bit awkward because of the single joints. However, I think it works. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below. How do you tackle the challenge of single jointed figures? Do you just leave them in a museum-esque pose, or do you try to do something a little more dynamic? All right, I hope I earned some kind of thumbs up button or a comment or something for this pose, because I'm trying my damnedest to put together something cool for you guys with a figure with single joint elbows and single joint knees. And this isn't bad, right? So I used the one display stand that came with Koska Reeves. I had a trooper that I grabbed off the shelf, and I figured maybe she would be flying through and picked one up, right? And then she's on her way to drop him off a cliff or something. I don't know, but I think it works. Yeah, I think it works. For those curious how the heck I did this, there's the base. It's got a pretty significant bend in it. And the waist grabber, crotch grabber is actually underneath her, pointing up. So it's around her waist right there. And then this guy is literally sitting on the rest of the flight pole, and then being wrapped around by her because, you know, she's going to drop him off somewhere. And that's how I did it. So for those curious, hope you enjoyed this one. Definitely a challenge. I'm trying to get creative with you guys because I don't want to give you like standing up and down poses or poses that look, well, for lack of a better word, look like shit, because I don't like that in my display, and I know you don't either. So here's an idea. Imagine this with a few other Mandalorians, maybe doing some other cool stuff. Do we even go for that challenge? Do we even for this video? Oh, maybe we do. I don't know. Let's find out. All right, you guys asked for it. I know you didn't really ask for it, but I thought you might ask for it in the future after I release a video, so I digress. Here we go. We've got a whole bunch of Mandos. We got Axe Woves in there, who's got a headlock chokehold on a stormtrooper while firing his blaster at somebody else, which has to be another trooper, right? We've got Koska Reeves on the right with that flight pose I showed you guys earlier. We got Bo-Katan doing her thing in the back, and we've got a Death Watch Mando in the back. And honestly, I could have fit the other 3 Death Watch Mandos I have, plus a heavy Mando. I could fit all kinds of Mandos on there. It would have been a lot of fun. But then again, you would never see this video because that would take forever. So let's go ahead and just take a quick look at what we got going on. We got Axe Woves right here. And this is a Return of the Jedi trooper. I think they're the ones that are like superposable. I'm pretty sure this. I got a lot of troopers. I don't even know. We got our Death Watch Mando back there doing a little flyover pose. Bo-Katan doing her thing where she flies backwards, firing both pistol blasters, and then obviously Koska Reeves right here. So there is an epic, in my own description, an epic fight scene for Mandos. If you guys want to pick out this figure, definitely check out Pop Collectibles if you want to. I don't see Koska Reeves as being a figure that's going to be highly sought after. I'm just, my opinion, I don't think it's going to be one that's going to sell out anytime soon unless they just made very few, which I don't think is the case. It's just nowhere on the level of the Fennec Shan we just got, and obviously the Cad Bane we got. And I mean, the Fennec Shan has double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, beautiful head sculpt, accessory. It's just a better figure. It's a female figure with a better skeletal body than they gave us with Bo-Katan or Koska Reeves in this case. So, you know, for that reason, I just don't see collectors chasing after this figure. I just don't see it. You know, I could be totally wrong, and you know, I've been wrong before, but in this case, I just don't see it. The head sculpt, as cool as it is, it's about useless because of the hair. I mean, you really have really limited range of motion on that head due to the ponytail in the back, and that's, you know, that's a character design. That's not a Hot Toys fault, but thankfully she has a helmet. I would use the helmet in my own display. So if you guys want to check this out for yourself, you know, pick one up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so now. It's a great time to do that. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, all the places. And if you want to support the channel on Patreon, that'd be awesome as well. As always, collect what you like. See you next time.